Hey there guys, what's up? It's your buddy mikeyperion here, and I hope you have a great day because for today we are now at episode 22 of our iCraft Season 5, and now we're flying around our town center. Well, just to start this episode by checking out some stuff happening around, since for the last couple of days a lot of people are actually being busy working around on their projects in this server, and as you can see now we got some awesome looking new builds here in our town center. Well, these 4 towers here are made by Luukzilla, which is looking pretty awesome, right? And so basically, of course, this is called the shopping district, and that area right over there is actually our business district. As you can see, we got a capital we got a capital building seeing from here, so which is somehow, well, at least it's part of the radar distance when we stood here, right? So basically here is our map of the town center. So basically the whole area is the town center, but this area right over here is actually the central town center, which is part of this is the shopping district. So this area right over here is actually our shopping district where you can actually build your shops and sell some stuff. So this area right over here is actually that one that is Ionco, which is actually some sort of like a supermarket. Well, she's basically selling a lot of stuff there. And right over here we got a couple of buildings which has been built by Luukzilla. That one right over there is actually a rock shop, and that over there is actually Surface, which is an insurance shop. And yeah, well, I think that one is Sharp Rose. Yeah. So she's also roaming around here. So basically we also got a birdcage right over here, which is some sort of like a prank for, I think that was Grace, and this one has been built by Camera. Well, somehow they made some sort of like a skit one time. So now, well, of course, this part right over here is actually our business district. This is where we are going to work on for this episode, and probably, of course, the first thing that we have to do is is to something like, you know, develop this area. We're gonna put some roads around, and of course we need to flatten this area so at least we can easily build our buildings. And of course we are also going to share those plots to other players. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them, but most probably, well, probably I'm just gonna charge them something cheap, right? Of course, we have to share this area because this is a common area right over here where we can actually somehow, well, share the experience for the other iCrafters to build something modern or something corporate in this area. But anyways, of course, let's check out some shops around. So for first, let's go over here, which is actually this shop, which is her supermarket, some sort of like that, or a grocery store, which actually sells a lot of stuff. So basically a lot of variants. Some items around here, as you can see. Well, this is some sort of like an aisle in the supermarket. So basically I think she was still expand some more shelves, or you know, in her shop right over here. So on this side right over here in front of her shop is actually, this one is an iron shop of Gray. So basically Gray also has his iron farm in his base. So basically he's actually, well, renting or something like, you can use his iron farm, you can AFK there, and as well as he's also selling 1 diamond per a stack of iron. So basically I think which is also a sweet deal, right? And right over here is actually another shop of headship. So as you can see, we got a nether theme in his shop inside here, and as you can see we got some sort of like pit which also has a pigment, which is also looking awesome, right? So now, well, I guess it's time to go to the business district because, like I said, that's where we are going to work for this episode. So well, let me get on that area, and of course, well, I'll be back. And so Luukzilla actually also have connected our business district to our town center right over there. So he already have made this pathway transitioning to our business district right over here, which is, well, this capital building is already part of our business district. As you can see, this is some sort of like a landmark which will also contain the office of the mayor and as well as the courthouse for this season of iCraft. And we also have done this building right over here during the last episode, which is looking pretty awesome, right? Well, this building right over here is actually our realtor's office, which also serves as our base of operations. Well, I also have done this landscape off cam, and as well as the floorings. Well, I did that off cam because it's pretty repetitive, I think. And also, well, I also have activated these elevators right over here. As you can see, we already got some bubbles. So this one is a downward elevator, and this one is the upward one, and this one is actually just the manual, just in case we cannot catch up with the water flow of these elevators, right? And on the second level right over here, this is actually our engineering's office, which is serve as our base of operations since our base is pretty far. So now we got some storages right over here where we can store most of the materials that we're gonna need for our project here. And we also got some smelting going on now. So as you can see, we got some stones, and here I think so we got some glasses. So basically, of course, we have start smelting those. So this one is actually our AFK room, which I actually stay when I do some short breaks. So that's where I actually AFK from time to time. And also on the next 3 levels up here, this is gonna be our sales office. So I think we have enough room for this place. And on this side, on these corners, we actually got some huge windows. We have with some sort of like mini gardens. So at least we have some more aesthetically pleasing, decors in this place. And as well as we also got a large window right over here facing the center of our business district, which has a pretty awesome view, right? But not for now, of course. We still need to develop that area, right? And also, this is also accessible by stairs at these 3 levels. So this is gonna be also part of our sales office where we can actually put some sort of like chest where we can actually sell the titles of those lands that we are going to sell in the future. So basically, of course, this part I still don't know what are we going to do on the remaining floors on the top part. So now we're in the roof section of this building. So now we got a nice view of our business district. So basically, this is where we are going to work on for this episode. So basically, the first thing that we have to do is, of course, to reclaim some land from this river biome. So basically, we need to convert these lands, these rivers into land areas. And also on that section right over there, I already have marked space for our squid farm, but I'm not sure yet. That's still subject for observation. I still need to determine if that is gonna be an efficient squid farm. So now, well, the next thing that we have to do is, of course, to reclaim this river. So turn these water rivers into lands because, basically we need a wide space for this area over here because this is gonna be our business district, right? So I think the first thing that we have to do is, of course, to reclaim this land, and as well as on that area right over there, I'm planning to make it like a wide river. So at least somehow I'm still planning to put up a bridge somewhere there connecting to the other side. So that's the first thing that we have to do for this episode, and let's do it. And I didn't expect that this progress took me a day for me to accomplish. I actually totally have underestimated the scale of this project. But anyway, so far, we already have flattened this area right over here for one of the plots that we can actually share among the iCrafters. And also, yesterday, we have done this section right over here. We already have reclaimed this for a road. And for today, probably what we can do is make a pathway or a curved road on this section right over here in the corner. So at least we can have a nice plot on this center right over here. And probably also on that area, hopefully we can also reclaim that river over there. So at least we can already lay out some road on that section. So probably I think that's what I can accommodate for the second day of this project. But anyway, so let's do it. And on our third day for this recording session for this episode, so basically, let's wait for that area to be loaded, and I think that's the farthest I can get for this distance. But anyway, so far, here's what we have accomplished. So we already have flattened the areas on where we are actually going to build the roads for this business district. So basically, as you can see, we already have marked these layouts for these roads that probably we're gonna work on later. But for now, I think the first thing that we have to work on is this area right over here. Basically, we are going to turn this land area into water. So basically, it's the reverse process on what we are actually reclaiming. So basically, we are going to turn this area right over here into rivers. So basically, what we're planning here is to build a cable-stayed bridge on the other side right over there. So basically, what we require is actually a wider river for us to make it more realistic in order for us to build that cable-stayed bridge. And probably we can also reclaim that small area right over there because for today, we are also going to make some roads. Probably we can extend a road going to that direction right over there. So basically, we also need to reclaim that part of that river. And also, I'm still thinking if we're going to work on this pond, a small pond right over here on the backside of the courthouse, but probably not. So I think that, well, probably I'm just gonna do that off cam. Well, I'm not sure because this is a totally huge project, right? But anyway, so well, let's get into our work. And if you guys wondering on how we actually turn land areas into rivers or into body of water, so basically, well, first we actually remove the land areas or the blocks or the dirt blocks on the center part, and next we have to remove the one on the sides at least. Well, we also need to make sure that both of the sides has to be water sources or rivers or river biomes or even sea, just body of water, in order for us to convert everything on the midsection right over here into water sources. As you can see, well, once we already have removed this section right over here, this area will already start to become water sources. So basically, that's our technique for these to turn into bodies of water. So basically, if we also wanted to make this deeper later on, we'll just probably, you know, dig down even deeper. So basically, well, that's how we do it. And now we have done converting that land area right over there to become part of that river. So basically, I also have done this outline of this river bank on this side right over here just to make it more, you know, look smoother, right? And also on that other side right over there, on that furthest side right over there, I also have already make the outline for the road, and I also have reclaimed that area. And I think, well, the next thing that we have to work on is, of course, the roads of this business district. So basically, we are going to start working on the streets and pave the roads and as well as some of the parts of the sidewalk. So I think, well, it's time for us to do this in the form of a time-lapse montage, and well, at least I can have some sort of like a break, right? But anyway, so well, let's start the time-lapse montage.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
And well, I guess I already have run out of gray carpets for us to cover up these, well, these Sealanders, but well, we still got a small section on this side right over there, and probably, well, we're still gonna need more, but let me check out first if we still have a couple of gray carpets in our shulkers, and it's also turning nighttime now, so let's check it out. So hopefully, well, we still got a stack and a half right over here, but I think this will not be enough, so probably, well, let's check out on other shulkers if we still have a couple of these gray carpets, or else we still need to farm for some more. And yeah, well, probably well, we still need to farm some more gray wool, and probably, well, let's just do it anyways. And well, recording this episode is taking too long now, but so far, well, we already have progress on this side right over here. So basically, we already have done some pathways on the river banks on that side, on this river side. So basically, I think for now, well, we still need to work on flattening these areas, including this huge chunk of land right over here. So basically, we're gonna try to work today for this plot right over here. So basically, we're also gonna claim on this area right over here, and as well as on that side right over there, that's huge plot is gonna be ours. So basically, we're gonna have two plots reserved for us for now. So well, I'm thinking that, well, we still need to cover up those areas right over there, and probably, well, I think we'll still gonna have day 5 for this episode, but I'm not sure though. Well, hopefully, well, we can stretch out a little bit more, well, for this episode, and probably, well, supposedly today is the day I should publish this episode. But anyways, well, we still have a lot of things to do, and let's do it. And well, we already have done this nice terraform on this corner right over here for this plot. And of course, well, we're also gonna add some pathway on this corner right over here going to that side, so at least we can have some nice transition, right? So the next thing that we have to work on is the huge chunk of land right over here. Well, we still need to flatten this out. So well, that's the next thing that we have to do for today, and well, let's do it. And well, removing the last couple of blocks for this huge chunk of land right over here. Well, we're not yet done though. Well, we still need to convert or to remove these stone blocks on the midsection right over here, and we have to place some grass blocks so at least it will look nicer, right? And probably, of course, we are also gonna add some pathways on the midsection right over here, and as well as on this side right over here. Probably we're gonna have some lateral pathway going to this direction, going to the other side right over there, and well, that's the next thing that we have to do, and well, we have to make some progress, right? And on our day 5 of our recording session, well, we're still trying to make some progress in our land development, and we got some guests right over there. I didn't expect that pillagers could still spawn in this area though. But anyways, of course, well, the next thing that we have to do is to cover up this with some grass blocks, and well, we're gonna do that later. And also, well, let's try to check out that squid farm. Well, I totally forgot about that though, but I guess the spawn rate is much rare now than I expected. And why did our elytra didn't work now? But anyway, so well, let's check out if there are some squids spawning in here, but I think it's much lesser than I expected for this well, river biome. Well, this is actually still part of the river biome. Well, we still got a couple of these squids spawning here, but I guess, well, it's not that much though. Well, I'm still undecided if we'll gonna continue with this squid ink farm, but well, that's for us to decide on the future. But for now, well, I guess we just need to focus more on this land development for this episode. Well, let's just leave this be for the meantime. So for now, well, we still need to make this plot right over here. Of course, we still need to convert this with some grass blocks, so at least it will look much neat, should I say? But anyways, also, well, we still need to repair our tools, so we have to go back to our base to repair our tools, and well, I'll be back. And finally, well, we have done it. So, well, we're done terraforming this land plus, and now it looks pretty nice, right? And very neat. So, well, at least we have done that, but we're not done yet. So now, well, we still have to finish securing this place. Of course, we are going to add some fences on that side right over there along the river banks, and as well as on the back side right over there. So probably we're also gonna extend some fences on all of the sides of this business district to at least make this place secured. And as well as, of course, we also need to work on those cliffs. We need to cover them with some cobblestone. So probably, of course, that's also necessary. And of course, we are also gonna extend that fences all throughout, so at least we can make this place secured, and lastly, of course, we also need to lighten up every plots that we have in this business district, so at least we can make this place spawn proof, right? But anyways, of course, I think we can also do this in the form of a time-lapse montage, and well, this is the last thing that we have to do for this episode, and well, let's get this done, right?
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear
And yes, finally, well, after 5 days, should I say, well, we already have done this, and we have a couple of a couple of dark areas on the spot right over here. So probably let's just add a couple more torches just to make sure that the mobs will not spawn. Because basically, number one, we don't want a creeper to blow up our, our very nice terraform on this business district, right? But anyways, well, so far, well, I should feel totally accomplished for this episode, and especially that this actually took us 5 days to finish. And now, well, let's check it out on what we have accomplished for this episode. And well, this is totally looking neat, right? And especially that, well, we have everything spawn proof, hopefully, and of course, well, we still have to observe that, and hopefully, well, there will be no mobs that will gonna spawn here, right? But anyways, well, so far for this episode, I know this took very long time for me to record, and I know, well, I already have skipped a schedule for me to publish a video. But anyway, so, well, at least I guess it's worth it, right? Well, after this, of course, we're gonna start making our building projects in our iCraft server. So probably, of course, we'll watch out for that. And well, I guess that's it for this episode. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. This has been Mikey Perion, and I'll see you guys, well, next time.